Hello, BookTube. I've been quite absent from BookTube for the last number of weeks. There's been pre-scheduled videos going up, but they will be coming to an end fairly shortly. I have been, as everybody knows, I have long COVID, which is a number of symptoms. But the main one that is there's a couple main ones that are quite bad. The inability to sleep, uh, like to get a deep sleep. I guess I do sleep, but it's a very, very dozing, I don't really get into deep sleep. And the normal that I've had for the last year is that at various times through the day, I need about 12 to 15 hours of rest, either dozing in my chair here or laying down, combination of both. But for the last 2-3 weeks, that has increased to almost 20 hours a day at various times, and being lucky to have 2-3 hours a day, clear enough. Well, I wouldn't say clear mind, but awake enough to do things. Reading has been a challenge. I think it's partially because of the tiredness, but also the fact that there's cognitive issues. I'll read something and there's an understanding problem, a confusion problem. I get confused very easily. But it's a weird situation because part of my brain knows that I shouldn't be confused at this, and knows that I'm not really confused. So it takes me time to sort of work it out. It's like a very slow hamster working in my brain, getting to the solution of it, where, normally you don't even think about it. It's just a normal process. So that has curtailed my reading very, very much. So I'd be lucky if I'm reading like 30 pages a day at best. The last 2 or 3 days, hardly anything at all. But saying that, I think I am on the mend. And there's a number of indications to show that. Even though the tiredness and the sleepiness and cognitive issues haven't markedly uh, become better in the last few days. It's other things like it's a you know COVID, long COVID is very strange. Ever since I got COVID, I began feeling cold at times, and I never have in the past. And uh, temperatures for me, like a good normal temperature, and I would feel comfortable wearing it. T-shirt, short sleeve shirt, would be around 15 degrees Celsius. It's been going down a little cooler than that, and I normally would say, yeah, maybe I need another shirt on or something like that. But I never felt cold. But ever since COVID, I have, there's periods that I feel cold, and that has happened over the last, like, coincided with this and other issues where there's joint pain, and especially arthritis feeling in my fingers, my right hand especially. It's hard to grasp things and clench. But those things have gotten better over the last few days. I don't feel as cold as I was, and the temperature has not changed. And I can now make a fist and grasp things. So I think that is a sign that things are getting better. At least I'm hoping they are. But during this time, I've neglected many things. My Patreon events, I've been neglecting those, which I will be addressing directly to um, Patreon members shortly in the next day or so. And I do apologize for this. And I've fallen behind on other reading events, let alone the one that's been ongoing for me. The Future History Project has been dead in the water for the last month or so. I haven't abandoned it. It's on hold at the moment. But the other reading events in September, October here. So October. Um, I was to join Summer at Sterling Reed's for uh, Wuthering Heights, the first half of the month, and then for the second half, I should be partway through now. The Let the Right One In, and also with Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads, a reread for me of Middlemarch. I have not started any of those. And then a third one, which is one of my own sort of projects. Will Sean like it? Is River. Sorry, I'm just looking at the shelf here. River of the Gods, by Candice Millard. There was a number, and they've way past me. I think most are finished now. But I will be getting back to some of these. I'm not sure how many, but definitely the River of the Gods, and also I'm in the midst of my Jane Austen, or beginning my Jane Austen reread. And for Sense and Sensibility, I'm about halfway through. It has been very, very slow for reading that. But I will persevere and at least get that out of the way. But also too, I will be after this video. There will be an announcement for a November event, New Worlds November. I'm planning things even at this point and hoping that I can continue with them. That's all I can do, and I do apologize to everybody if it doesn't happen, but I'm hoping that I am on the upturn here, and I will continue to get a bit better. Anyway, this has gone on quite long, and I want to thank everybody for comments and concerns. I put up a community post saying that things were sort of on hold and issues, but this video hopefully is to say that things are beginning to get back to my normal. And since I don't do anything else, I'm not working, that provides me a lot of time for reading and doing videos. And I just hope that it continues to get better. Thank you, BookTube.